petrol price over 1,000 naira per litre in some West African countries, says Governor Sule. Governor Abdullahi Sule of Nasarawa State says crude oil prices will dictate the pump price of petroleum in Nigeria, adding that the product sells for over 1,000 naira per litre in some West African countries. If you're judging the naira now, then fine, but you can't say you judged naira in the past and say it's the same. Absolutely not. If anything, and if what he's saying is true, it means the naira has been devalued beyond beyond anything. Well, there has been a hike in the prices of petrol in Nigeria, and the increase was from around 190 naira per litre to between 600 and 700 naira per litre in many parts of the country. Well, Sule actually says you cannot determine the price of a product you don't have. Don't lie to Nigerians. You can't tell Nigerians they don't have oil. Today we are importing. If you're importing, so many things can happen in the world market. If there's some kind of crisis in the Middle East, if the price of crude oil jumps somewhere to around $200 per barrel, this 600 naira price for a litre of petrol will jump. Yeah, but I'm kind of lost because what Tinubu decided to do, even with the whole foreign exchange, was to float it. I mean, to literally make it a free market, let market forces decide. But even when it was fixed, still, what happened? He said around the year 1999, 2000, and the rest of that, the price of crude was as low as $10 per barrel. If it goes to that, then the price of this product will come to less than 100 naira per litre. It is a situation of a product we don't have. If you don't have, you can't control price. That is the meaning of deregulation. And then apparently oil theft is just some random, phenomenon that just exists in the Nigerian air. Because if you're still don't have any oil, that's absolute bullcrap. Because oil theft and the accusations made against the government and the companies and their ships and their barrels that come, especially international ships. So it's like, excuse me, how can you say that? You can't price or you can't control what you don't have. You're trying to say Nigerians don't have oil. That's what you're trying to say. And with the fact of how consistent subsidy has been, okay, let's say at least from 2015, subsidies are not meant to go on forever. Subsidies are meant to regulate the industry so that producers can be back on their feet to supply to consumers at an average win-win price for both consumers and producers. But as we can see, that is not the case. This is so interesting, honestly. Well, for information, he says, other countries around West Africa, there are places where it is over 1,000 naira per litre. Like, please, it doesn't make sense. Let me even search what is the strongest currency, because you have to take into account inflation and other things in West Africa. The Ghanaian cedi. That is true. The Ghanaian cedi is actually the most. You know what is crazy? Nigerians keep competing with this country, and yet, it's very interesting. Yeah, Ghana has the highest GDP. It's just, I really, it's very sad. It's very sad and interesting. This person makes a comment with no example, with no reference, just says some countries in West Africa. Who is West Africa? Because now, if you have Ghana or the cedi as the strongest currency, and you have the naira devaluing, of course it would be 1,000 naira or even over for them to buy fuel if we were to level the prices. Come on. I don't think that is an intelligent analogy, an intelligent example. Anyways, Nigeria has oil free running in their motherland and blessed with other resources. And why should they buy fuel that is expensive? Interesting. You must be stupid for comparing Nigeria's pumping price to that of West African countries. How many of them are petroleum product countries? Why is that you senseless people compare negative policies or decisions you make with that of other countries? Now, this is not disrespect to West African countries and other countries because they don't have to be oil producing for their value and their currency to be of value. You don't. How many countries in the world have oil and they're still doing well? Relax. Relax. So it's not the fact that we are oil rich makes us smart or makes us wealthy or deserving. No. We are smart, we have this, but we can't use our resources to the best of our ability. Is that smartness? Come on. Come on. When did you last buy petrol with your money? You are enjoying public funds at the same time, coming on air to talk rubbish. And Nigerians are pained because you can definitely tell the very and overly emotional comments saying, you will rot in hell, this will happen to you, that happened to you, and I'm like, yeah, please, come on. Well, put what you think about it in the comment section below and don't forget to like and subscribe.